Hey guys, Cam here from PhoneDog.com, and you may have noticed we've been trying something different here recently. Instead of doing the usual head-to-head comparisons, we're giving you reasons why you might want to consider one phone over another. And this week I'm zoning in on features on the Xperia Z3 which may push you in the direction of that device rather than the iPhone 6. And of course, in about a week's time you'll be able to see the reverse argument where I'll be arguing for the iPhone 6. But let's get straight into this one. Reason number one is the Xperia Z3 features a camera shutter button, which makes it way easier to launch and snap pictures. Simply press it for a second or two and the camera app loads up. Press it again and you've taken a picture. Now this is true point and shoot style. You pick up your camera, press the button a couple of times and you have a picture on your phone. Reason number two is the available camera features. There are simply tons of them. You can add in augmented reality overlays like dinosaurs or an underwater scene. What's more, you can download extra themes to add to it. As well as that, you have slow motion video. You can broadcast live to YouTube, add a creative effect by using filters as you take a photo or a video. There's 4K video recording, multi-angle shooting, sound photos, and a lot more. If you're into playing around with your camera and trying new things, then it's going to take you quite a while to get bored of the Sony. It does a lot. On to number three, and we're talking design. Now the iPhone may look really classy and seamless from the front, but turn it over and those plastic bands and the protruding camera kind of ruin that look for me. The Z3 has the same glossy seamless finish on the front and the back, and they really do complement that slate greyish band around the edges. It's just a more uniform look, which I think is more pleasing to the eye. Moving on to number four, and we're still on the design, but a little bit less subjective this time. We're talking durability. Now the Z3 has IP67 water and dust proof certification, so you can answer your phone in the rain, which is incredibly freeing and a little bit stress relieving, especially when you live in a country where it rains about 80% of the time. Of course means that if you happen to drop it down the toilet or in the sink while you're washing your hands, then it's not going to get ruined. Try it with an iPhone and you may be lost. Number five on the list is perhaps one of the most important, and that's battery life. Now you look at any reviews or tests done on the Z3 and you'll see it's easily got one of the best battery lives of any phone that's ever been released. For me personally, I found that I can get through 2 days of use, light to moderate use, on a full charge. Same kind of use on an iPhone 6 will probably get me maximum a day and a half, and that's pushing it. Number six is for the audio junkies. Now the Z3 has stereo front-facing speakers. Now this creates a more immersive multimedia experience with the phone facing towards you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who gets frustrated with the iPhone 6's iconic palm muting feature. So if you're watching a movie, the sound comes out the single speaker on the bottom edge, you almost certainly will at some point cover that speaker with your hand while you're holding the device. With the Z3 you don't get that problem. Number seven is also audio-centric, but this time has nothing to do with the loudspeaker. The Z3 has digital noise cancellation with the compatible earphones and a hugely customizable equalizer. So regardless of which headphones you're using, you can actually make it sound the way that you want to, depending on the earphones you're using and your personal preference. Number eight is that you can expand the storage. It has a micro SD card slot which you can expand up to 128 gigabytes. We've never been able to do that with iPhones. If you're a PS4 user, then number 9 is a very compelling reason for you to go for the Z3. It has a feature called Remote Play where you can plug it into a PS4 controller and take your game with you. So if you have a shared living area, shared TV, you can pick up your game where you left off in a private room on your own with your smartphone. Number 10 may seem minor, but to me it's incredibly useful. Sony's Xperia has an LED notification light, and I just like the way it looks. It's very useful because it'll flash different colours depending on what it's trying to alert you of. With your iPhone, obviously, you have to unlock the phone or at least check the lock screen for all your notifications. Number 11 is the last on my list, and it's the display. Sony's screen is bigger. It's 5.2 inches versus 4.7 in a device that's not very much taller. If you're a fan of the bigger screen, you can definitely tell the difference between the two, especially when you're watching movies. So that's it for my 11 reasons as to why the Xperia Z3 beats the iPhone 6. Now don't forget to look out for my follow-up video next week, where I'll be giving you the reasons why the iPhone 6 is perhaps better than the Xperia Z3. Of course, leave your comments in the comment section down below. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at PhoneDog_cam, and I will see you again soon.